Hey ho, dear ones, Allison Scammell here, and today we're talking animal spirits. I love this topic and how we can actually use our animal spirit or spirits in our business in real, tangible, practical, integratable ways that really helps you build a brand. Animals have so much energy, personality, they have gifts, right? If you look at any animal in the animal kingdom, there's going to be certain things they're really, really good at, just like you in your business. And these spirit animals come to us from the spirit animal kingdom, and that is an extremely high consciousness, high loving, high frequency of love and light that's really here at this point in the evolution of Mother Earth to help us evolve. Because we may think as humans we're the top of the food chain, but in many, many ways, the consciousness of the animal kingdom, and many of these animals have been around a whole heck of a lot longer than even human beings. They have so much wisdom to share to us to help us save Mother Earth, to help us heal Mother Earth, and to help us evolve to a higher consciousness. And you can call on your animal spirits for any aspect of your life, but we're going to be unpacking today specifically how you can use your animal spirit in your business, in your branding, in your messaging, in the energy of your business to enable you to attract those ideal clients. You guys all know that my business spirit animal and just my spirit animal is the buffalo, the bison. And the bison symbolizes lots and lots of different things. But one of the things that it symbolizes is actually abundance. And one of the oracle card decks I really like on spirit animals comes from Colette Baron Reed and her Spirit Animal Oracle deck. And in this deck, the buffalo spirit arrives with the message of abundance, and to remind us the abundant universe will provide. And for me, that's such an important part of my message for my clients, and my message for you is no matter what you think is happening in your business and how little income it may be making, or how you might be looking around and seeing the bills piling up, the message I have for you is when you believe and when you tap in and when you activate this connection to the divine will provide. And it doesn't mean put your head in the sand and not think about your bills or just sit around and hope and pray clients show up. It doesn't mean that at all. It means you're taking the inspired action to build a prosperous, heart-led business. And whilst you do it, you're not in the energy of worry, lack, and scarcity, because you know in your heart, you have this inner knowing fully activated that the universe is abundant and it will provide. And there's so many reasons why the buffalo spirit is my spirit animal and the brand of my business. And that's just one of the beautiful, amazing, incredible messages I get from this high consciousness frequency. So let us get into how this all can work for you. In today's episode, I reveal how to connect to your business spirit animal, how this energy can help you build an authentic brand, and what spirit animal is here today to support and guide us all on our journey, because I picked a card from this oracle card deck. So we do have one spirit animal here in particular with a message for us. And this spirit animal may or may not also be your spirit animal, but this is just one additional animal that's here today with a message. We'll end on an invitation that will have you getting direction and guidance for your business energy, brand, and strategies from your business spirit animal in exciting ways that enable you to stand out in even the most saturated markets. So you're going to want to stay with me until the end. Hello, Soul Guide Circle. That is the name of this global and growing community of soul-guided leaders and entrepreneurs. In the Soul Guide Circle, we are growing prosperous, heart-led businesses that are on the leading edge of consciousness. Find a link to join our closed Facebook group at AllisonScammell.com or in the show notes. All right, today we're connecting you to your business spirit guide. And I have to say, something I've really noticed about these podcast episodes is I'm in pretty much a channel state for them. And for whatever reason, the divine often gives me the very best bits and best nuggets right at the end. Maybe it takes me a while to warm up. So really, please, when you're with me, stay with me for the whole episode, because so often, like, the aha moment of the episode is in the last 5 minutes. I don't mean it to be that way. I know you're supposed to pack a punch right at the beginning to get people excited to tune in. But hey, listen, for those of you who do stay on towards until the end of the episode, you do get rewarded with the best insights of the episode. So I don't know if that's going to happen today, but I just wanted to share that because it's really happened in the last several episodes. Okay, getting to how to connect to your business spirit animal. Now, some of you will have a special relationship with the animal kingdom. We are designed in our energy and with our intuitive gifts to have special connections into certain frequencies. And every consciousness in the spiritual realm vibrates at their own unique frequency. So the angelic realm has a frequency, the fairies have a frequency, crossed over loved ones have a frequency, source has a frequency. And certainly so does the spirit animal world. And so if you are someone who senses or knows about yourself that you have this special frequency to the animal kingdom, you might find that you have many, many, many different spirit animals. You might find that it's easy or easeful for you to actually communicate with physical animals, with high consciousness physical animals. If that is you, fantastic. For the purposes of this episode, I invite you to call in but one spirit animal who at this point in your journey becomes a guide for you and your business. It doesn't mean that you can't call in all sorts of other animals and other consciousness when you want to, but let's just go ahead and focus in on one for you for this period of your journey to really get some good nuggets, and you can really get the wisdom, the energy, the spirit of this specific animal spirit. So how we connect to our business spirit animal is the 5-step process I do teach in Soul Blueprint. And it is a process of communicating to the spiritual realm, whichever frequency you want to tune into to receive divine messages. And in Soul Blueprint, I take you through step by step how to do it. We deep dive into your unique spiritual languages so you can get super fluent and you know who you're tuning into, what messages you're receiving, and your abilities just get more and more sophisticated. So the 5-step process to connect to your spiritual gift of intuition, because that's the spiritual gift we use to communicate to the divine, starts with, of course, deep breaths, because we want to get out of our thinking mind and connect into the spaciousness of our intuition. We receive intuitive messages in the gaps between our thinking. When we're thinking, we're pretty much cut off from our intuition, but it's in those spacious gaps that the juicy intuitive messages can arrive. So we start with low, deep belly breathing, long inhales, long exhales into the lower part of the belly. Step 2, we start to sink into the body. We pivot our awareness down and we connect to the heart energy at the center of our chest. Now, step 3, this is where the spirit animal comes in. We set the intention to connect to our business spirit animal. I set the intention to connect to my business spirit animal at this point in my journey. Don't worry, the energy knows where to go. All you have to do is set the intention. Then in step 4, which is ask questions, you ask what spirit animal is ready to connect to me and be my business spirit animal. So which spirit animal is here, essentially? And then step 5 is you perceive what you receive coming back in response. This is when you use your intuitive languages of senses. So you're sensing, maybe you see a vision, you hear an animal, you sense it in your gut and your heart. Maybe you feel it emotionally. Maybe you taste it. That's the clairgustance. But of course, it's not coming from a food source. So there's 8 different clair senses, and you can use one of those clair senses to perceive what you are receiving from the divine. All right, so obviously when I do this, I get the buffalo, the bison. This is my spirit animal for my life, for my business. I've built a business brand around it. It's my logo. When I give my clients homework, it's buffalo steps. And the reason why it's buffalo steps is because buffaloes are these massive vegetarians, and when they're in their natural habitat, they are designed to roam for thousands of miles. And because they need to really conserve their energy, they're very mindful about where they roam to. Are they getting to food sources, water sources, shade sources, whatever it is that they need to ensure their survival? They're very mindful with where they go, which direction they're roaming in, so they can preserve their energy. And I want to do the same for my clients and for you. When we're agreeing on your inspired action, I want to make sure it's the exact steps you need to take to get to where it is you want to go, and you're not mindlessly drifting off into abyss somewhere doing busy work that's not really going to help you. And so for me, the buffalo spirit animal is one of abundance. It also means power. It's an ancient animal. It's been around forever. It's an animal that really can't be domesticated. It's wild. You can get a buffalo calf as a baby and bottle feed it, and it's really tame. Once it reaches adulthood, you can't really treat it as a pet anymore the way you could treat a cow. I grew up on a cattle ranch, and so when we had what we would call a pale calf, so those were calves we bottle fed because something might have happened to their mother. Those cows were always super tame for the rest of their lives, and you could walk up to them and scratch them behind the ears, and they got really used to humans. You can't do that with a buffalo. They are just these ancient species. And so the ways that I use this energy, this power, this abundance, this fearlessness. So when there's a bad storm, cattle drift with the wind, but buffalo walk into the wind in this fearless, we're going to face this storm. And it's actually a lot safer to walk into the wind, even though it's more difficult, because when you drift with the wind, you can actually drown. If there's lots of precipitation, and that actually happened once in a very tragic way in South Dakota where I grew up, where tens of thousands of cows died because they were drifting with the storm. There was too much precipitation and they basically drowned. Buffalo walk into the storm and this fearless, powerful, we got this, we're going to face this storm. So these are all the energies that get me so excited in my business, because I am teaching and training light workers how to connect to and co-create with the spiritual realm at more and more sophisticated levels, but in very, very practical ways that they can apply to their life and to their business. And I'm also teaching coaches, healers, soul-guided entrepreneurs how to then activate their own clients so they can help their clients connect to their intuition and heal and manifest and step into their true essence and activate their unique genius. Okay, let's get into how this consciousness can help you to build an authentic brand. There are 3 powerful questions you can ask your business spirit animal to really help you get into this authentic branding energy. And you want to use that same 5-step process I just shared, where you step 1, take deep breaths. Step 2, pivot your awareness down. Step 3, set the intention to connect to your business spirit animal. Step 4, you ask one of these 3 questions I'm about to share. And step 5 is perceive what you receive in response. So the first one is, what's the energy I should be bringing to my business? So this is the energy that will be also part of your spirit animal, and they will know a thing or two about this energy, about this feeling. So when people interact with you and your business brand, they're left with a feeling that gets them excited to go to the next step with you. Remember, people decide whether or not to invest based on feelings. And you want them to do that, especially if they're using their intuition and they're getting that heart-led yes, not purchasing from a place of fear and lack and scarcity, which can happen. Like, there are marketing campaigns out there to trigger your fear responses so that you buy out of fear. We want to be in the position that we are getting your soul clients so excited to be connected to you, and that they're getting a yes energy from the energy of love. That is the most powerful yes energy there is. So what's the energy I should be, or you are calling me to be bringing to my business at this point in the journey? So when I ask my buffalo spirit this question, I get fierceness, being fierce. It's an unstable time. It's an uncertain time. And we need to be fierce in our connection to the divine, and fierce in our knowing that the divine has got our back no matter what craziness is happening in the collective. And that if we follow our higher self and the voice of our heart guiding us to our next best step, we will always arrive to a place of higher evolution. So we will grow and evolve on our path. We will be in alignment to fulfilling our soul mission, and we will, essentially be on track, be in flow, be in alignment. And so I love this, like, fierce, be fierce with your knowing that you don't need to be in unnecessary fear and worry and doubt about, what's tomorrow going to bring. I have such a surrendered connection to source. Like, in terms of like doom and gloom scenarios and, the sky's going to fall tomorrow, the aliens are going to come, the third world war is going to kick off. I'm like a little bit like, I want to try to not manifest that. I want to manifest love and peace and stability and connection and unity and all of those things. But if I am really here on this path to endure some crises in my life and in the collective, bring it on. Like, I'm here, I'm ready, I am not afraid, and I don't sit in fear and worry and doom and gloom about it. I spend my time and my energy focused on the things I want to manifest in my life and in the world. That's where I place my focus on in the day. And if I find myself drifting off to fear and worry, I feel the feels, breathe, release, to let go of that so I can get back to the visions that I want to manifest. And I think the more and more light workers who do that, the more and more we are going to manifest a future of love and peace, because we have the power of collective manifestation. And so we need light workers focused on the future that they want to manifest, and we need to be fierce about it. Because when we look around, everywhere we look, there is fear triggers hitting us right and left. A lot of spiritual teachers, if you plug into them, they're talking about the doom and gloom of 2027, doom and gloom of the future. Okay, yeah, if there is a calamity that's coming our way, let's get the information that we need to get so that we can be prepared. Yes. But do we need to be dragging our energy down in fear because of some doomsday scenarios? Hell to the no. We need to be in love and fierceness that we got this and we can manifest our way to better scenarios, less painful scenarios, and we can respond to a calamity from a high vibrational place and get to the other side. Fierce! Thank you, Buffalo Spirit. You just fired me up so much. And so I hope this fierceness I'm passing on to you, because this is a key and essential energy of both me and my business. And thank you, Buffalo Spirit Guide, for helping me tap into it. Beautiful. Question number 2. What is a message you have for me to build my authentic brand? So this is the question you're going to ask your spirit guide. What is a message you have for me to build my authentic brand? Okay, so I'm going to do that now. Buffalo Spirit, please, what message do you have for me to help me build my authentic brand? Well, we already got the energy of fierce. And the next thing is building a brand that really speaks to the fact that you offer inspirational, profound, wise, there's another word coming through. It's the word complicated, at times complicated, spiritual insights to your audience in a way that's very simple, easeful, integratable, and practical, and it leads to real, tangible results. So this is my brand. This is what sets me apart. I offer practical spirituality, and it's not fluff spirituality. A lot of spiritual teachers out there, and it kind of feel like the bigger the audience, the more fluff you get. They're offering a lot of rainbow and unicorn spiritual teachings, and it kind of actually tickles our ego a bit. That part of us that just wants to be plugged into false positivity. And that's not real, and that's not helping you. But then you have the other spiritual teachers that are speaking a language. I mean, it's authentic and it's certainly complicated. And I've had a spiritual teacher for a long time where I knew what she was saying was brilliant. I knew that I was happy to be hearing it, but I often was like, I have no idea what she just said, and I have no idea what to do next. And it actually left me very frustrated to the point where I stopped working with this teacher. Because I'm like, I just can't integrate this. I believe it's good. I believe she's saying something amazing. I don't know what she's saying. So if you don't know what they're saying, it's really hard to take action and integrate and shift or heal or whatever it is you're going to receive from a teacher or a guide. If it's speaking a language you don't understand, if it's too complicated, our brain just starts to shut it out. So you will never get that from me. So it's going to be insights of substance. It's going to be very often very profound, and it's going to be easeful to digest into your everyday life, into your everyday business that leads to real world, real tangible results. Okay? And this is, I think, a real heart of my brand that I talk about, but I think what my spirit animal guide is saying is talk about this more and really build your brand out more on this practical spirituality that leads to tangible real world results. Yes, I love that. Thank you, Buffalo Spirit Guide. Lastly, the last question to ask your guides, and of course, you ask your business spirit animal guide a million questions, but here are 3 I'm offering as a powerful example to really call in some good nuggets for your business. Lastly, you can ask, what's a piece of content you're calling me to create in service to my audience today or this week or this month, right? Okay. So when I ask my buffalo spirit animal, piece of content, obviously this episode. Okay, yes. Anything else? Yeah, so this is an idea I've had for a while, but like a mini course. Should it be free? No. I want to do a mini course on how you can work with your business spirit animal. So it's going to take everything I'm offering you today, and then we're going to apply it to the next level. And I'm going to give you a lot more details on what this energy frequency is and how you can really plug into it and really get very detailed nuggets that you can integrate into your business that leads to what? Tangible, real world results, increase in revenue, attracting clients, filling up programs, etc. So yeah, that is a piece of content. It's an offer. I love that. All right, let's move on to the card I pulled for you from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. And this card is really meant for you the moment you felt called to press play on this episode. And I pulled the Lion Spirit. How fierce is that? With the message, be generous of spirit. So I will read you a little bit from the guidebook. And the oracle message is, a healthy ego means ease God's order instead of edging God out. So what that means is Lion Spirit's appearance is a reminder that you have been given the gift of pride and a healthy sense of your worth to express your divine, authentic self in a unique way. That is like the heart of your brand. How do you and your business want to express your divine, authentic self? Your brand should really be infused with that. You are both the king and the queen, secure in your prosperity and wisdom, and generous of spirit as you help others. Take pride in your ability to serve from the heart. Contentment with what you have right now allows you to use your resources wisely as you give to others in ways that educate, heal, inspire, and delight. The protection message when you pull the Lion Spirit is to check in. Are you owning this worth? Are you questioning whether you are enough to serve your clients? Are you questioning who am I to dream so big, to think I could have such an impact? So this card, the Lion Spirit, is really here to help you own your worth from a place of truth, not a place of ego, like aren't I great and aren't I just doing amazing things in the world, but really from a place of truth. I help my clients experience unbelievable transformations. What I offer is so valuable, and I'm just owning the truth of that. Lion Spirit is asking us to own the truth of the value that we create in the world and really start to fiercely taking pride and expressing our authentic self. I love that so much, and I am going to leave in the show notes the whole oracle message if you want to check that out. All right, so my invitation for you this week is to connect to your business spirit animal. Go through the 5 steps and start with these 3 questions. What's the energy you're calling me to bring to my business? What's a message you have for building my brand? And what piece of content are you calling me to create in service to my soul client avatar? Perceive what you receive coming back in response, and you will find that this energy can really help you tap into the clarity and the energy and the heart of your brand so you can stand out and call in the people that you're really meant to be serving. All right, guys, that's a wrap for this week. If you loved this episode, I would love to know. Head over to the show notes. You will find a link to leave a rating and review, and I will read your words on the air. And also, head over to our closed Facebook group, the Soul Guide Circle, and let me know who is your business spirit animal at this point in your journey. I would love, love, love to know what business spirit animals are out there serving you on your path. And as always, until next time, may your soul guide the way.